The moment I saw her standing at the entrance of the cafe, my boss, Olivia Hart, I felt the entire universe freeze. Not because she was intimidating, or because I feared losing my job. But because she was staring at me, eyebrows raised, with a question that cracked open my entire world. Why didn't you try asking me out on a date? I swear my soul left my body. 1 hour earlier. I wasn't supposed to be here. My best friend, Dylan, had set this up, a blind date with a perfectly normal girl who actually likes boring office guys like you. I agreed mostly because he wouldn't stop texting me paragraphs like a disappointed mother. The cafe was warm, cozy, humming with soft jazz, the type of place that makes you believe in second chances. I sat at a table for two, palms sweaty, practicing my introduction in my head like an underprepared actor. That was when she walked in, my date, Emma. Sweet smile, polite eyes, the kind of person whose presence feels safe. We talked, somewhat awkwardly at first, but she was kind and patient. She told me about adopting a senior dog because old souls deserve love too. That alone made me relax. Made me think maybe, just maybe, the night wouldn't be so bad. But fate, as always, isn't content with quiet evenings and well-behaved emotions. The moment everything changed. A soft gasp came from behind me. I turned. Olivia Hart. CEO of Hart Media. My boss. My very kind, very intelligent, very single boss, who had never looked at me quite like this before. Surprise. Confusion. Something else I didn't dare name. Ethan, she said slowly. You're on a date? My lungs forgot their job. My brain disconnected from the Wi-Fi. I tried to speak and produced a sound that can only be described as a dying toaster. Then came the sentence that detonated my entire nervous system. Why didn't you try asking me out on a date? Emma, bless her compassionate heart, whispered. Should I give you 2 a minute? An unexpected confession. We stepped outside, the evening breeze cool against my burning face. Olivia crossed her arms, not angry, not upset, just curious. Ethan, you bring coffee to everyone at work before taking a sip yourself. You stay late on Fridays helping the interns, even when nobody asks you to. You donated your entire Christmas bonus to the office charity fund and didn't tell anybody. I swallowed. How do you know all that? She gave a small laugh. I notice more than you think. Her voice softened. You have a kindness most people don't. You make everything around you lighter. So tell me, why didn't you think of asking me? Did I do something wrong? My heart twisted. She wasn't teasing. She wasn't joking. She was genuinely hurt. No, I said quickly. Not at all. You're Olivia Hart. You're the smartest person I know. The strongest. The most incredible. I inhaled shakily. And I'm just the guy who prints your weekly reports and accidentally jams the office copier. She stepped closer. Maybe that's exactly why I would have said yes. The twist I never saw coming. Just then, Emma came out with her coat, smiling warmly. I heard a bit, she said gently. Anne. Ethan. You don't look at me the way you look at her. My face went nuclear. Olivia's eyes widened a little. Emma chuckled. Go, she said. You deserve something real. Both of you. And then she left, no bitterness, no jealousy, just kindness. A kindness that shifted something inside me. The moment of truth. Olivia and I stood under the street lamp, the world quiet around us. So, she whispered. If I asked you now, would you say yes? My voice shook. Try me. She smiled, soft, disbelieving, hopeful. Ethan, would you like to go on a date with me? I exhaled like I'd been holding my breath for years. Yes. God, yes. A kindness that changed everything. Our first date wasn't fancy. We walked down the street, grabbed hot chocolate from a food truck, and talked like we'd been holding these conversations inside us forever. No power dynamics. No boss and employee. Just two people who cared quietly, deeply, and finally brave enough to say it aloud. At one point she paused, watching the steam rise from her cup. You know, she said, I've spent years making tough decisions, but this? Choosing you? This feels like the easiest one I've ever made. And that, right there, was the emotional punch that hit me hardest. Not the confession. Not the date. But realizing that kindness, simple, everyday kindness, had been noticed. Valued. Loved. The uplifting ending. 2 months later, we returned to the same cafe. Same table. Same soft jazz. This time, Olivia reached across the table, took my hand, and said, "Next time you want to ask someone out, don't forget the girl who fell for your kindness first." I smiled. I won't. And for the first time in years, my future didn't feel like a lonely hallway. It felt warm. Bright. Shared.